Hey everybody, how's it going? Tim Meister here, and welcome back to Bixton in City Skylines 2. Here I am overlooking the entire city to give you a glimpse of just how massive the city has become over the last, I don't even know the number of episodes, but I'm just amazed by the size of the city and the scalability of this game. It's really, really great. But what's even more crazy than this is, whoop, if I zoom out all the way to the max, look at all the free space we have yet to expand. It's crazy, guys. This city is going to be huge. My goal in Bixton is to just create a giant, classic American sprawled city. It's going to be great. But we still have quite a bit of work to do. And in today's episode, I'm going to be focusing my attention to the downtown area. And I'm going to reconfigure a few things in this episode. So if you look down below here, I have 35 progression points that I have yet to use yet. And that's going to allow me to start unlocking some end game things here. We're going to be finishing a couple of tech trees here pretty soon. And the first thing that I want to get started on is placing a central bank near downtown. So I've been recommended a couple times to plop this down, and I haven't done so yet. So I'm going to go ahead and unlock the central bank, and we're going to find a spot to put this building. And I know just the place. I've done a little bit of planning off camera, so I don't have to bore you with me just trying to figure out where to put stuff. But where the central bank is going to go is right where this high school is. And now you're probably thinking, okay, well, what's going to happen to the high school? Well, it's not going very far. I am going to relocate it just up the road because this high school has kind of been a pain point for me for a long time. It's kind of a pet peeve. Like, it's just in a horrible location. It's totally messing up the grid pattern. So I think it's time that I move it. And like I said, it's not going very far. I'm just going to move it up the road over here. Unfortunately, that means that this neighborhood is going to have to be demolished. But you know what? It's all in the name of urban growth. Am I right? Okay, so this road seems to be causing me some issues here. I think it's because of this pillar, I think. Okay, I'll just connect this up like so, and that will allow me to get rid of this street, which will then allow me to move the high school across the street. And there we go. Oh yeah, that looks a lot better. Yeah, that's way better. Okay, and what I will do now is I'm just gonna make a little street going out back like this. And then I will relocate this park and this dog park as well, I suppose. I'm gonna put it right there. And then I'll be able to connect up these two roads. And that's kind of gonna fix the grid pattern a little bit. I know this road is kind of diagonal, but that's okay. That often happens in a lot of cities, you know. And then let me just fix the sidewalks here, get this all nice and uniform. There we go. And that is going to free up all of the space needed to plop down a central bank. Isn't that exciting, guys? Now, I think I'm just going to plop the central bank to the side here. Yeah, that's quite all right. And then for the school, I don't know. Do I want to build? I might just build a road. Let's see here. Existing geometry. Ah, that's what I want. Okay. There, I just wanted to build a street lined up with the school. And then I think what I'll do here is just line this up with some row housing. And then I'll do the same in back of the building over here. And there we go. And you know, I didn't even read what this building offers. So here we go. It offers -2 loan interest. Not that I'm ever going to use any loans. -5 import cost citywide and +5 import profits. Okay, so that should help our economy quite a bit. Not that it needs any help, but who knows when this is going to get rebalanced. Actually, if any of you have read the latest patch notes, I guess, or notes from the City Skylines developers, they're supposed to rebalance a lot of the taxes in the game, so I'm expecting this to drop by quite a bit. But it's okay, I got tons of money in my reserve, so even if it does drop a lot, I'll still be okay. I can afford to go into the negatives for a little while. All right, so another thing I really want to focus on this episode is I want to upscale or upzone a lot of this low-level residential that's around downtown. Like, I want downtown to grow because there's a number of other things that I want to build here pretty soon, such as I would like to build some landmarks around downtown, specifically this tower here. Coincidentally enough, it's a tower, an observation tower from Tampere. But I want to place this somewhere in town. I was thinking maybe like in this region over here, but I'm not 100% sure yet. But for now, I'm going to be focusing over here in College Hill. I'm going to get started on upzoning some of this this residential here. Let's get this upzoned to some medium density residential. And I got to strive for signature buildings too, guys. Like, there's a ton of signature buildings that I have yet to unlock. You know, there's some really nice high density office buildings yet to unlock. Let's get started here. I'm gonna have to kind of fix my my road layout here. I'm gonna add another street in this direction, I think. Actually, I'll do this first. And I'm just doing this because row housing behaves a little bit differently than single family homes, and the lot sizes are a lot different, right? So how am I gonna do this now? Yes, we can get some more small row housing in here. So I'm gonna do the same over here. Oh, invalid shape. What? Okay. Just like this. And then I'll do the same. Why is this an invalid shape? Okay, I guess not. We'll do this. This one is okay, and I think the rest is okay. And the reason why I'm making these paths here is I just want to break up some of these lots. Nope, not that one. I just want to break up some of these lots so we can spawn some more appropriately sized row housing. So I'll just add a sidewalk here. Yes. There we go. Uh-oh, we got a fire. Where is the fire? Oh, shoot. Oops. Oh, yeah, that's plenty far. I don't have to worry about that. We're good. All right, so we'll let this area grow. We'll continue zoning away here for a moment. Oh, shoot. Both of these zones are connected, so I'm going to have to lay a path after all. All right, and you know what, guys? I don't even have a lot of European signature buildings. Like, I barely have any. And I think, yeah, look at this. Like, some of them I'm really close to unlocking. Like this Sculpture Mansion, Corundum Condos. Yeah, so maybe, I think I'll make an effort to start plopping down some European-themed medium-density buildings. And, oh yeah, that's right. So, I have a ton of zonage here downtown that nothing is built on, and I think this is just a result of low rent housing not having any demand in this area. So all of this low rent housing has been abandoned. So why don't I just replace this with European themed medium density? And that's going to get us closer to unlocking some medium density signature buildings. Wow, okay, I had a lot of low rent housing over here as well. Now, I don't want to go too crazy with the European themed buildings because I don't want the city to start looking European, but I think with the grid street layout, I won't have to worry too much about that. And the European themed row housing still looks really great. Yeah, so I'm going to upzone all of this. And the European row housing, I'm going to try to keep close to downtown because they actually fit quite well in a downtown setting because that's normally the most historic area in a North American city, right? And typically these types of buildings look very historical. But still, I'm going to try to mix it in. I'm going to plop some American in between some European themed buildings. It should be pretty cool. So all of this low density housing is going to be replaced. And maybe some more mixed zonage as well. Get those nice wall-to-wall buildings. And I guess all of these as well. And the thing is, you got to be careful though. When you're plopping down some row housing like this, you gotta watch what orientation you're plopping it in. Otherwise, it might not work right. All right, so we'll give this place a little bit of time to start expanding. There. Well, while all these buildings are growing, let's see what else we can unlock, because I still have 27 points in the bank. Let's see here. So, police and administration. You know what? I may as well finish the police and administration tech tree. So I'm going to unlock the Central Intelligence Bureau. I have no idea what this building looks like. Can we plop it downtown? It kind of looks like a big stadium. No, we cannot. Because it is absolutely massive. All right, well, at least I have it unlocked. So I'm just going to keep it in my back pocket for now. And let's move on to, let's see. So I got 19 points. Fire safety, I think I'm okay. Although, you know, with the tornado that blew past Quincy Harbor the last episode, I may want to look at getting into some shelters and, you know, more security systems. Okay, what else do we have? Education. What do I have left for medical? Oh, yeah, that's right. I've been wanting to put a medical or a health research institute down. I think I'm going to go for this next. It's probably going to be a massive building. Oh, that's not bad at all. Wow. That's actually pretty tiny. Okay, well, this building we can definitely fit downtown then. But the question is where at this point? Because I've made my grid patterns a little small in some areas. We might have a difficult time finding a spot for this building, but let's see here. Oh, it actually looks like... Oh yeah, maybe I can plop it like right here. Because it fits perfectly well into this street. What is it? What's in the way? Oh, I think it's the subway here. Can I move this? I could probably just move it across the street. What if I plop it over here? Is that gonna like ruin the whole system? Let's check. If I plop this down, oh, yep. The subway lines are not happy right now. Here, let's see if we can fix this. Okay, so let's fix the tunnel. Connect this back up. Track required. Oh, I think that's... Yeah, I think this station's not happy, guys. Okay, I'm just gonna demolish it. I may have to refix this line. Let's plop this. Yeah, that's what it was. Okay, now, unfortunately, I just broke apart that entire subway line, I think. Did I? Oh, no, there it is. Okay, it's fixed. But I think I just have to reconnect it to the station. Yes, that's what I have to do, I think. If it'll let me. Oh, there we are. All right, cool. That wasn't as big of a deal as I thought it was going to be. And now let's go ahead and place our Health Research Institute, which gives +10 park entertainment citywide, -10 disease infection risk citywide. So I'm going to go ahead and plop this right here. Bam. Look at that. It fits perfectly into this lot. Wonderful. Looks like a very nice building too. Cool. All right. Well, this area is already looking much, much better. Oh, I think I forgot to rezone some of these buildings. Hang on. I think if I demolish some of these homes, will I be able to zone this? Probably not. So I think what I'll have to do is to drag a path like this. And then zone this. Nope, but then I don't want it to zone in this direction. So I'm gonna build a path like this. And then I think if I delete this path, is this gonna work? Yes, perfect. All right, well, things are looking great, guys. Oh, and I guess I forgot to rezone these lots here. But if we look in the interior, this actually looks pretty cool. And then I'll quickly rezone this. Maybe some more apartment buildings. Actually, you know what? Maybe let's switch this up. Let's have some European-themed row housing. Just to get our numbers up so we can get closer to unlocking those signature buildings. Like, some of them actually look really cool. I'm excited to unlock some of them. Here, so let me lay down a path like this. Yep, that's exactly what I wanted to happen. And then, bloop, I'll rezone this. And there we are. Alright guys, I was just zoning around and I unlocked Vertigo Square, probably as a result of building enough European-themed medium-density row housing. So let's take a look here what this looks like. It is a row house in itself. So let's try to find a nice spot here. So I was doing a little bit of work off camera here, pretty much rezoning this whole area. So I think Oh yeah, actually this building should fit perfectly within this neighborhood. So I think I'll plop it right here among these row houses that are eventually going to appear. There we go. So in a few days, this building should blend nicely in between all of these buildings. All right, so I'd like to work on over here in Gastown a little bit. So we have a ton of low density commercial zones. I think this is just a result of like super high commercial demand early in the game because I haven't touched this area since. I'm kind of thinking, guys, I wonder what you guys are going to think of this. I want to place down some tourist attractions near downtown, and one of them that I was thinking about plopping is this building here, which I'm not even going to try to pronounce. It's basically an observation tower, which ironically enough is located in Tampere. So, you know, I think we would be making this map a good service by plopping this tower somewhere near downtown. Although I have no clue where I'm going to fit this building because it is quite large, but I think it would look cool probably near the river over here. So maybe if I delete this street, Hillside Street, which unfortunately is one of the main roads of town, maybe I can fit the tower like right near downtown. So I'm gonna try this out. This might turn into a big mess. I'm doing this live. Let's see how this is gonna work out. So I'm gonna delete all of these buildings. Well, I'm gonna unzone all of these buildings. There. I don't know. Do I have to move this park? Let's maybe try to fit this building in here. Yeah, it looks like I'm totally going to have to move the park, and I can't fit this building in this orientation either. So the park is going to go. Actually, should I save it? The trees are starting to get kind of grown up. Maybe if I just move it temporarily to somewhere else. Maybe I'll just like chuck it over here. And then I can go ahead and plop the tower. Now I think I want the tower to be as close as I can to downtown. So I'm going to plop it in this orientation. Yeah, right here. And let's zoom out to see how this looks. It looks not bad. Not too bad. You know, it's close enough to downtown. I think if I add a few more skyscrapers in this area, I think it can look really nice. But it's kind of a shame that there's like so much parking and so much land around this. It would be cool if it could be like a big plaza or something. You know, we could have like some buildings around it. That would be pretty cool. But there we have it. We have a landmark. What does this landmark even do? It provides plus 75 indoor recreation. Nice. All right, so with that, I'm going to spend a little bit of time upzoning downtown. Might as well, right? Since we have all of this new zonage there. So I'm going to start to put down some high density office buildings among some high density commercial buildings. And we'll see how this area develops. And maybe I'll do some mixed housing as well. I'll do North American theme. There, let's switch this up. Let's expand downtown, guys. I think it's time. You know, downtown is ever growing. No, let's do all of this. Mixed zonage like this. Maybe another like big old skyscraper right here. And then some high density commercial. I really like to mix it up, guys. I like to not have like an entire zone the same type of zonage, because then you have like big skyscrapers spawning one beside each other like way too close. So I like to change it up a little bit. And it just makes, in my opinion, the skyline just a little bit more realistic. Now, there's one exception to that rule, I will say. The mixed housing, I feel, blends in really well. So in this case, I don't mind having like, and because of that, I don't mind having like an entire block with mixed housing. There, so let's try this out. Let's leave these buildings to grow for the next little while, and then we'll see how this tower blends in with the rest of the city. I don't really know what to do with this extra space here. Maybe I can allot some of it to some public transportation, perhaps, like maybe a subway station. Like, I don't know how I can integrate this into the rest of the network. Let's see here. Oh, I can't go underground, but let's see. Is there any, like... Yeah, so none of the tunnels are going in this direction. But there potentially could be. Eventually. I think I'm going to feature another episode at one point, guys. I really want to, like, redo the whole metro system. I don't think I really did a proper job on it, so I'm going to revisit that at some point. All right, so let's keep going here. I still have a ton of, you know, single-family homes over here, which is not necessarily a bad thing, but I really want to, like, upzone this entire peninsula. So I'm going to do a mixture over here of both European-themed housing and American-themed housing as well. I think I might solve a lot of the rent issues that are plaguing these areas too. I'm hoping. There, let's do a little bit of medium density over here. Because there's a couple of signature buildings that I would really like to unlock. There, let's try that out. Actually, let's take a look here. What do I need? I kind of want to unlock... Where is it? Correndum condos. So that's pretty much the next thing in the list. The sculptures mentioned should be pretty easy to get. I just have to zone a ton of low-density single-family homes in the European theme. So that should be easily done. But this here, so we need 500 cells of residential. And the cells that I need are just like the zones that are plopped down. This doesn't actually equate to the amount of buildings that are spawned up. As long as I just have the zones down, this is all I need. So we need another 400 and some. So I think we have our work cut out for a little while. I don't think there's any more low rent housing in this area, is there? Not that I can see. So I think I'm just gonna go crazy here a little bit. Plop some European themed housing down. I'm just gonna replace some of this low density housing over here maybe. Now I don't want to have too much. Oh, there's some here too. I don't want to have too much European themed buildings around town because then it's just gonna start to look like a European city, and that's not what I want. So I'm gonna try to be a little careful. But yeah, let's check here. So I zoned a bunch. Yeah, look at that. So now we're at 180 cells. So it actually goes up fairly quick. Let's maybe go on over here on the other side of town, and I'm gonna try maybe rezoning a couple of these blocks. Now this is pretty much all row housing except here, so I can maybe squeeze in some European apartment buildings in here. Very nice. I got some European row housing over here. Yeah, I'm happy, guys. This is coming along really good. Oh, we got our very first skyscraper over in this corner. Very nice. Now let's check, let's check over here. Let's see what I need to unlock. Wow, okay. I need 3,000 high-density office cells to unlock this building. I don't know how that's gonna work, guys, because downtown's gonna get a heck of a lot bigger if I do that. And I don't necessarily want that, though. That's the problem. But you know what? The city needs to grow. The city needs to expand, so may as well. Here, let's have... I wonder what the EU style mixed housing looks like. Let's convert these neighborhoods here. Let's maybe have like a big honker of a skyscraper here in this lot. I'll just destroy this so it's sure to grow. Oh, okay, never mind. The zone won't allow for that. Or will it? Not really. There. Let's change this up. Let's really make this whole neighborhood a part of downtown, like an actual proper neighborhood of downtown. There. And oh, it looks like I've completely quashed my high density residential demand, and both others are low enough. Oh, yeah, you see here, guys. So this is kind of what I want to avoid. See these two skyscrapers? They're just way too close to each other. This is not really what I like. So it's an easy solution. All I have to do is lay down some mixed zoning. And I guess I'll do the same here. I just have to choose which building I want to keep. I think I like the one by the side of the road most. So I'm going to plop this. And I think instead what I'll do is I'll have a big chonkin' skyscraper zone up here if I can get one to build. No, it doesn't look like it's going to be the case. So I'm just going to replace this again with mixed zoning, just like this. And there we are. Oh, is this building going? Yeah, it is. There. Perfect. And then, like, yeah, here as well. It's not really ideal, so I'm going to replace this. I'm kind of surprised, like, a big skyscraper didn't spawn here. Weird. And there we have it. We got some nice buildings coming up here, guys. Changing the way downtown looks. I actually really like this this tower here. It's going to be really cool when everything grows around it. All right, guys, so I've zoned a fair bit of downtown. Let's go back into the progression trees here and see what else I could unlock. Maybe there's some other things I could add to downtown. You know, I have a disease control center. What about here in recycling? How am I doing for recycling anyway? Garbage processing status. I'm still okay. I still don't have a landfill, but I don't need one because I'm processing more garbage than I'm producing. So I'm not going to do that now. Let's take it. Oh, wow. Am I just on the cusp of getting to level 17? Holy crap, I am. All right, well, might as well jump over to level 17 here. Because it should bring me over any second now. Now, as far as fire and rescue services, you know, I could get the emergency shelter because we did have a giant tornado rip through Quincy Harbor last episode. But I don't know. I think we're okay for now. What kind of education building can I unlock? Actually, yeah, you know what? A geological research center. I've been wanting to plop this down for quite a while. I'm going to unlock it for now. And the geological research center, it's going to be a part of the technical university. And the reason why I wanted to plop it is because of this mining operation that's going on here, and I feel like a geological research place would kind of tie into that really well. So I got 7 points left. So right now I got 7 points left, but I'm on the cusp of getting more. Maybe I'll do a server farm. How am I doing for telecom? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we got towers all over the city, and I think... Let's see, the reason why all of these buildings are yellow is because of the traffic that is being generated from all these buildings here. So I think I'm going to invest in a server farm. There we go. And that leaves me with 3 points, which I think, yeah, I'm not going to be able to afford anything else. Yeah, okay. So until we cross the line into level 17, I won't be able to afford anything. But we only need like 150 some points. So let's see here. Maybe I can just upzone a few more buildings here. Here, let's do some more European themed medium density residential. Replace some of these buildings. And that should cross us over at any point. Hey, there we go. Perfect. The Corundum condos. All right. Now, this is actually a good looking building. Now, where can I plop it? Can it fit anywhere near downtown? Oh, yeah, look at that. It fits perfectly well into this area. And it looks like there's like a courtyard or something attached to this building. you know, this building has a backyard, so I think I'm going to plop it right here. And there we go. Crossed over into level 17, giving us an extra 5.4 million in the bank, an extra 19 points to spend, and 41 more tiles to unlock. So let's go back into our progression panel. Wow, I only have 3 more levels to go until the Megalopolis, guys. That is exciting. Wow, we're like endgame now. All right, so let's take a look. What can we unlock? So we have 22 points. Let's go shopping. Let's maybe finish a couple of these tech trees, or these progression trees, or whatever the proper term is. So I'm going to get the disease control center. We'll finish the medical tree. Radio telescope. This might be cool. There, so that's going to leave me with 10 more points. What else can I unlock? So I finished the policing and administration tree. Airport and space center. I'm probably not going to get into those. Bixton isn't that big of a city. Uplink satellite. I think I'm okay for now. I think I'm going to invest in an industrial waste processing building. Well, wait, let's just see here. I don't know. Too many choices. I'm probably not going to need to plop these. I don't need nuclear power. Actually, I think I'm still like way good for power. I'm not way good. Wait, am I importing? Oh, I'm importing power. See, the thing with power is I can just plop more power plants that are existing. And I think the nuclear power plant's like crazy expensive. So I'm going to hold off on that. Maybe I can do a solar plant, leaving me with 6 points. Now, is there anything that is 6 points? There's an emergency shelter for 4 points. I'll do that. And now there's nothing for 2 points for sure. Yeah, so I'm going to save my 2 points. Oh, yeah, there is. Look at that. Hydroelectric power plant. I don't plan on building one of these anytime soon, but there we go. Boom. That takes care of all of our points. Crossing over into level 17. So that is very exciting, guys. And actually, I got to take a look at this new building that I plopped. Where did I plop it? Did it even... Where is it? Did I even put it down? Corundum condos. I thought I put it down like right here. Oh, it's right over here. There it is. Oh, wow. It looks very nice. Nice fountain in the backyard. If these are trees and not just bushes, they'll grow up to be like all nice. Sweet. And we got some new skyscrapers here in the downtown area. Very exciting, guys. Looking really nice along with this tower. All right, there's one more thing I want to do before I end this episode. And a little bit earlier, we checked on our telecom service. It's struggling a little bit. Most of the city is in a yellow state, meaning that I think the signal is okay. It's just the traffic. The network can't handle the amount of traffic that's trying to go through it because I have towers right near downtown and we're just not getting enough throughput. Except over here in the mountains. It's like pretty much the only place that's green and maybe over here. So I think the best thing I can do to fix this is to plop down a server farm. And luckily enough, if I head out a little bit outside of downtown, we have this oil deposit over here. But if I check my natural resources, you can see that a lot of the oil deposit has been extracted from the ground. So there's not much left here to extract. I think it's time that we get rid of this and that we plop some newer, cleaner technologies such as this big server farm here. Now I'm gonna see if I can't fit this a little bit better into this neighborhood. I don't know if this is even gonna be possible. I might be forced to just like plop it sideways like this. It doesn't really look the best, but I think for what it is, it's okay. It looks like a giant warehouse, to be honest. It doesn't quite look like a server farm, but it's fine. Honestly, it may have even looked better like over here in the industrial area, but it's okay. So let's see what kind of a difference this made. It looks like it's made a decent difference. I think that the city is like a little less yellow, maybe. Like you can clearly see that there's like a giant circle like this. So anyway, hopefully that's going to help. So I think I'm just going to take a second here to rezone some of this. So maybe if I just like build the street out this way, build a little cul-de-sac at the end, and then, oof, I'm not going to have much room here to build anything, but we could maybe squeeze in a warehouse or two in the back here, perhaps. And then a little store here just to fill that in. And then let's do some more commercial over here. And then, sure, why not some residential? There. All right, well, there we are. And I think that will be it for this episode, guys. So as you can see, we've done a fair amount of progress. We have like this extension of downtown going on over here, looking great. And downtown is going to expand a lot over the next few episodes because like I still have quite a few buildings to get through. More specifically, the disease control center, which is probably massive. Oh, it's not that bad. You can probably find a spot for this somewhere in the city. But yeah, we have a number of other special buildings to plop in the city and a lot more expansion to do. So stay tuned for that, guys. There's going to be a ton more content coming down the pipe. I'm not done with Bixton yet. I might only get done when DLC starts to roll around, and at which point I'll start to like build some of that DLC content in this city. All right, so that's going to be it for today, guys. I thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you guys watching my videos. If you enjoyed this video in particular, feel free to leave a like, drop a comment down below, let me know what you think, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. It really means a lot to me, guys, and it keeps you notified of any future uploads that I may do. So twice a week on Saturdays and Wednesdays is my normal upload schedule, so just keep that in mind. And with that, I will see you in the next episode. Thanks for watching again, guys. Take care.